Hello and very happy to see you again on the Sussex Daily News Channel version 2. This afternoon, we give you a piece of breaking news: Meghan Markle trembling with envy about Beyoncé's $100 million Disney deal. There may be a pandemic raging in the US, but it seems the entertainment industry hasn't drawn to a complete halt. Beyoncé looks set to sign a lucrative $100 million deal with Disney, in an agreement that must have Meghan Markle trembling with envy in her new Jennifer Chamandys. According to The Sun, Beyoncé is close to agreeing to the $100 million deal that will see her work with Disney on 3 projects, including the soundtrack for Black Panther 2. A Hollywood insider commented, "Disney have put forward a deal worth around £80 million, about $100 million, which will secure Beyoncé for 3 major projects, including the Black Panther sequel." Beyoncé has become a major player for Disney and is the perfect fit for their brand. While Beyoncé is absolutely deserving of her new deal, it has to be asked, wasn't this the type of deal we were led to believe Meghan Markle was being lined up for? I mean, fair enough, perhaps not the singing part. God help us. But wasn't the elephant voiceover supposed to kickstart her career with Disney? Meghan's fans have continually told us over the past few months that nothing is happening due to the pandemic. But surely, if Disney has the time to put this type of deal together for Beyoncé, they can put Meghan's deal together as well? Clearly, Meghan Markle isn't Beyoncé. And her fans won't want to hear that. Unless, of course, the truth is that Meghan Markle simply isn't Beyoncé. Maybe Disney isn't that interested in the Duchess of Malibu? It's at times like this we see reality kick in. It's all well and good for royal insiders and Meghan's friends like Omid Scobie talking the Duchess up, but when it comes down to deal sheets worth hundreds of millions of dollars, the truth comes out. Meghan Markle isn't on the level of a Beyoncé. She's not even close. And as such, she isn't worth Beyoncé money. We're talking about a girl who has been in and around the entertainment industry for close to 18 years now. If she were going to make a proper dent in the business, she would have done so already. Not only is Beyoncé being lined up for Black Panther 2, but Disney is also looking to bring her in for a chunk of voiceover work. The Sun's source commented, as part of the deal, they are also trying to get her team to agree to have Beyoncé voicing some of the new documentaries coming to Disney+. After the success of having Meghan Markle voicing the film Elephant on the platform, they have projects coming up, which align perfectly with Beyoncé's brand. Ouch. That's got to sting. It's not a stretch to believe that anything Disney Plus has lined up that would align with Beyoncé and her brand would also have appealed to Meghan Markle. So, if the Duchess of Difficult is so popular, why wasn't she considered? Could it be that Disney brought Meghan in for the Elephant documentary to test the waters? Her relative success meaning that it would be worth the company pushing the boat out for a real star? I'm sure that when Meghan Markle looks in the mirror, she sees herself and Prince Harry as Beyoncé and Jay-Z. It's just a pity that Disney doesn't seem to buy into that narrative. Like respect, you have to earn any plaudits and praise, they are not just given, and, as the saying goes, you reap what you sow. At the start, many people, including me, were delighted Harry had found his bride, someone he loved and who, apparently, loved him as she was prepared to give up her life to be by his side through thick and thin. At 36, I believed Meghan knew her own mind but was old enough, and wise enough, a college graduate, to learn, and accept, what life in the royal family would entail and to, at least initially, follow the rules: 1. Keeping her mouth shut, never complain, never explain, just as the rest of the royal family has done. Engaged, she was invited to join the royal family at Sandringham for Christmas, a baptism of fire. She survived that, and I believed that stay would have made her realize how much her life would change after her marriage. I hoped this would be the start of a fairy tale love story and she would bring out the best in Harry who, in turn, at last, would have a partner with whom to share his life. And then, I think the first thing that really grated was when she went to an event with the Queen prior to the wedding. According to reports, Meghan was told the Queen would be wearing a hat while not order, a subtle way of saying the Queen expected Meghan to wear one too. Instead, Meghan went hatless, and it looked as if she had not even bothered to do her hair, no parting, straggly ends, and then she sat with her legs crossed, a distinct no-no in front of the Queen. Why had Harry allowed her to go like that? Why had he not told his future wife her look was unacceptable on an occasion with the Queen? And had he told her not to cross her legs in public while on royal duties? And, if he had, did she just choose to defy him? Criticism ensued, and people started watching out for the little things. For instance, Meghan's steadfast refusal to wear tights. To many of us, these little things showed a distinct lack of respect for a 94-year-old lady who is loved and admired for her steadfast and unswerving duty to the country. And people started asking, who the hell does Meghan think she is that she behaves this way? And then she turned up for a carriage drive down the mall on her way to the very formal Trooping the Colour in a daytime pink suit with the jacket off the shoulders. And, again, flowing and unkempt-looking hair, totally unsuitable for the hat she was wearing. It appeared she wasn't going to try to conform with royal custom but would continue to do it her way. And, really, she hasn't shown any sustained effort to fit into her new life, or life with her new husband. She does a really good job, think Grenfell Tower cooking and support, and then does something crass, can't remember which came first, but just using this as an example, like writing slogans on bananas. For that she got pilloried, one step forward, another back. We weren't allowed to know when or where the baby was to be born, we weren't to see the baby afterward, we weren't to know who the godparents are, all secrecy and subterfuge. The royal family has traditions, Meghan, it seems, didn't want to follow any of them. And so it went on. Harry, as Captain General of the Royal Marines, did not attend the memorial that paid tribute to the 11 servicemen killed by the IRA in 1989. I have no idea what excuse he gave to the Marines, but he can't have claimed illnesses. Instead, he went with Meghan to the Disney premiere of The Lion King. Quite apart from the fact that Harry was prepared to give up a long-standing and important engagement as a royal, what kind of wife would expect her husband not to honor such an event? The South African trip was a reasonable success, except that we in the UK had only ever been allowed to see Archie's feet or the top of his head. But he was on full display to Archbishop Desmond Tutu and the people of that country. But all that good work was destroyed by Meghan's comments to Tom Bradby at the end, all about her and not about the people she had met in South Africa and what they had been able to achieve out there. Those are a few of the things that changed my mind, but there was also the baby shower in New York, and who really paid for that? And the Wimbledon debacle, the list goes on. Sophie Rhys-Jones was dissected and bisected by the press both before and after her marriage to Prince Edward. Remember when Sophie fell for a phony interview about her PR work? Kate Middleton not only had the sobriquet of Weighty Katie, she was also criticized all the time, for not getting a proper job and so on, and, in many ways she had it worse because the press also pilloried her parents, Carol Doors to Manuel Middleton. But, both Sophie and Kate have worked hard, done all that was expected of them, and more, as a member of the RF, and have earned the respect of the nation. Meghan could have done the same, if she had ever really wanted to. But, sadly, once she got that ring on her finger, I don't think she ever really tried. Quite apart from anything else, the Queen may well be stepping back from some of her engagements, as Prince Charles, and William to a lesser extent, take over. Some traditions and rules may be relaxed. Eventually, Meghan may even have been able to do some things her way, but her way seems to be now, or not at all. Her mantra, as reported as one of her sayings on the TIG, don't give it 5 minutes if you're not going to give it 5 years. Well, that one went out the window, didn't it? So, in answer to the question, has Meghan been treated fairly? You judge. But, from a different point of view, has she treated the royal family fairly either? You reap what you sow. She seems to lack the consistency and patience to enable her to harvest a good crop. However, comment on this opinion, a fan wrote, Meghan doesn't want to be seen as the villain, she wants to be the victim, thus the racist narrative and it being Harry's decision. Though she had no problem taking money from all those mean racists. Or selling stories to the newspaper. Or making money off merching what she's wearing. Meghan and Harry never wanted to leave the royal family. They didn't get what they wanted and threw a fit hoping that the family would see how popular they are and stop them and cave to their demands. That didn't happen, so now Meghan and just grey polo Harry are hiding away selling stories of rogue paparazzi and killer drones. Hoping that if they can't have the royal family no one can. I have no doubt that Meghan has made him feel this all was his decision. I've said it before, Meghan never wanted to modernize the royal family, she wanted to Americanize it. And you? What do you think about Meghan Markle? Please let me know in the comment section below and we discuss it. Remember to like and share my video if you feel so prefer with it. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel to get more news from the royal family. Now, have a nice day and see you in the next videos.